Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news all right. Folks, hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing like never before. And this one could be a game changer for the 49ers, for the NFC West, and honestly, for the entire league. Reports from some of the most trusted insiders, including Adam Schefter, are pointing towards a blockbuster deal that could reshape the landscape of the NFL as we know it. The Cleveland Browns, currently sitting at a disappointing 2-7 record and facing some serious salary cap issues, around $3 million to be precise, are reportedly exploring the possibility of trading one of their biggest assets, Myles Garrett. And get this, they're apparently eyeing a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft from the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for the All-Pro pass rusher. Now, let's set the scene here. The Browns are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially on the offensive line, after dealing with chronic injuries that have hampered their ability to protect their quarterback and control the line of scrimmage. The idea of trading Garrett, a player who's been a dominant force on defense for years, is controversial but not unprecedented. Cleveland has been trying to find ways to free up cap space, especially with Deshaun Watson's hefty $65 million cap hit, and they're looking to bolster their roster or perhaps rebuild with draft capital. The trade deadline passed, but the rumors have only intensified, and many analysts are wondering if the Browns are about to make a serious move. From the 49ers side, this potential trade could be nothing short of revolutionary. San Francisco, with a current record of 6-3, is sitting comfortably in the NFC West, but knows that to elevate their Super Bowl aspirations, they need to keep bolstering their pass rush. Adding someone like Myles Garrett, who's been a perennial top 5 PFF pass rusher in 2025, would be a massive boost. Garrett is a beast on the field with 5 sacks, 62 pressures, 18 tackles for loss, and a PFF pass rush grade of 94. 0, just unreal numbers. His EPA per snap stands at -0.48, and his win rate is around 32%, showcasing how effective he is at disrupting offenses. You've got to appreciate Garrett's consistent dominance. Over his career, he's accumulated 102 sacks and 320 pressures, and even with a recent ankle injury in Week 4 that limited him to around 70% of his snaps, he's still a force to be reckoned with. His ability to pressure elite quarterbacks with a double-team rate of about 34% makes him a constant threat. Take his performance against the Ravens in Week 6, where he sacked Lamar Jackson 3 times. That's the kind of impact the 49ers desperately need to push their defense into another stratosphere. The 49ers have been solid this season, especially on defense, but they've faced some adversity recently. The injury to Williams on November 2nd, for example, has slightly weakened their pass rush, causing their sacks per game to dip to about 1.8. Despite that, the 49ers' defense remains a top 10 unit, allowing only around 19 points per game. But imagine what a disruptive force like Garrett could do. They could elevate their pressure rate, force turnovers, and make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. This isn't just about adding another player. It's about transforming the defensive identity of the team. And let's not forget the impact on the playoffs. Garrett's addition could translate into an extra 13 sacks over the course of the season, a significant boost in their pass rush. This would lead to a decrease of around 26% in EPA per pass allowed, making the 49ers' defense even more lethal. His relentless pressure could generate an average of 7 turnovers per game, something that could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The ability to shut down third downs, projected to improve from 36% to a much more manageable number, would give the 49ers a huge advantage in close games. Now, looking at the big picture, this trade could also be a strategic move to bolster their run defense. Garrett's presence could help contain opposing ground games, limiting teams to around 3-4 yards per carry, easing the burden on the secondary, which has been slightly average this season. Reducing big plays by roughly 30% would make their defense even more resilient, especially in high-stakes playoff situations. The entire unit would elevate, and that could make Levi's Stadium a fortress for the 49ers, especially in the postseason. From a historical perspective, the 49ers have a tradition of aggressive moves in the trade market when it comes to building championship-caliber teams. Think back to the Mack trade or the iconic moments when they acquired players who became cornerstones of their Super Bowl-winning teams. Bringing in Garrett would be a statement, an assertion that San Francisco is all in this season, not just to make the playoffs, but to chase down another Lombardi trophy. The fans would rally behind such a move, knowing that Garrett's presence on the edge would make it nearly impossible for opponents to scheme against them. Now, let's talk about the odds. According to sportsbooks, the 49ers' chances of winning the Super Bowl have skyrocketed from +3,500 to +1,500 with the possibility of Garrett joining the team. That's a huge jump, and it reflects how much faith the betting markets have in this potential move. His presence would serve as a true X-factor, especially in high-pressure situations like the playoffs. His EPA pressure metric in the postseason is at 52, indicating he thrives under the biggest moments. Plus, the 49ers would be more confident in rematches against tough teams like the Chiefs, where Garrett's ability to disrupt could be the key to swinging the game. Think about the ripple effects. Adding Garrett would not just make the 49ers better, it would send shockwaves through the league. Other teams would have to adjust their game plans, knowing that San Francisco's pass rush is now at an elite level. The division race would heat up even more, with the NFC West becoming a true battleground of defensive dominance. Garrett's impact could push the 49ers ahead in the standings, giving them a crucial home field advantage deep into the playoffs. The stakes are high, and this move could define the franchise's future. Of course, skeptics will point out that Cleveland's situation isn't simple. Trading Garrett, a player of his caliber, comes with risks. Cleveland's defense has allowed 4.2 yards per carry in the run game, and losing such a disruptive force might weaken their front, making it harder to maintain their competitiveness. Plus, losing Garrett could be seen as a sign of a rebuild that's more about cap management than immediate success. Still, the Browns' front office is known for making bold moves, and this could be the ultimate gamble to jumpstart their future. Looking ahead, the 49ers are well-positioned to leverage this potential acquisition. With a talented roster and a clear focus on winning now, adding Garrett could be the piece that pushes them to the next level. His ability to pressure quarterbacks like Stafford, with his interior mismatches, and to produce sacks against top-tier offenses, would make him a nightmare for any opposing offensive line. His presence would elevate the entire defense, and that's exactly what San Francisco needs to make a serious Super Bowl run. So whether or not this trade materializes, it's clear that the landscape of the NFL is shifting. The 49ers are at the forefront of this movement, positioning themselves as serious contenders not just in the NFC, but across the league. The possibility of acquiring Garrett fuels the excitement and anticipation for what's to come, and fans are right to be hyped. This season could be historic, and if the rumors turn into reality, Levi's Stadium will be rocking with a new kind of energy, one built on relentless pressure, defensive dominance, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Myles Garrett is the move that takes this team over the top? Would you be excited to see him in red and gold, wreaking havoc on quarterbacks every Sunday? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with a potential move like this on the table, the future looks brighter than ever. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and get ready for what could be a historic run. Go Niners!